Welcome to Bodybuilding for Everyone. I'm Craig Wise, the designer for sports and fitness devices called Body Wars. Here I am trying out a high-speed version called Rambo's. This was actually the first time they were ever used. Before I started creating compression-free exercise, I could not find any that would allow massive exertion without massive joint or disc compression. So people who could not place heavy loads on their bones for virtually any reason had no way to maximize and then maintain real muscle strength.
During the decade I spent developing a variety of bodywork types, I also discovered hundreds of exercises that can allow tremendous exertion with little or no skeletal compression. And most of these can easily and painlessly strengthen virtually anybody. I designed this class for water because water can provide stout resistance in every direction your body can move, while land exercises can only maximize the upward motion pushing against gravity. To a structural engineer, land provides a one-dimensional exercise platform, while water provides a complete three-dimensional platform, which makes designing truly efficient muscle-building exercises immensely easier. There are many other huge factors that also make water a far better muscle-building platform than land. For instance, water fully supports body weight, so it is possible to fully load legs with mobility muscle effort instead of body weight. That may not sound like a big deal, but for a 300-pound person who can barely walk, they cannot jam any more force into their already overworked legs. Their weight has placed them at what bodybuilders call the plateau even before they start. As long as total traction can be accomplished in the water, this 300-pound person can suddenly exert 300 pounds of mobility muscle effort into their legs and still only cause as much leg joint stress as standing still on dry land. This person can rapidly multiply their mobility power, but not just the disabled people. Imagine what this could do for a 400-pound NFL lineman. Beyond the properties of water itself, there are four factors for building muscle in water. They are traction, isolation, isometric tension, or stabilization. At least one of these aspects must be present to allow deep muscle exertion in water. So do not confuse bodybuilding in water with swimming or water aerobics, as none of these four aspects are usually present in either. However, unlike land exercises, swimming causes very little compression of joints and backs, so it also is nearly painless. Swimming is a mode of transportation, which is about avoiding water resistance, not plowing directly into it, as all of these new methods do. Swimming offers almost no core motion range or effort from the body's largest muscles. Water aerobics is basically the same joint and back abusing exercises of dry aerobics made gentler by allowing most body weight to be neutralized by the water. Water aerobics can allow people with serious mobility issues to practice motions they could not do on land. Neither swimming or water aerobics are bodybuilding methods. However, both swimming and water aerobics are immensely better cardio exercises than any version where the body weight is also loaded into the legs. The biggest exercise mistake we make is doing cardio exercises while our body weight is loaded into our legs. The first goal of every exercise I design is that it must be able to strengthen people with hindered mobility. If it can do that, then it can strengthen anyone. Now let's finish with what is the simplest method of evaluating and then greatly improving the muscle building effects of the exercises you already do. There are two forces present in all muscle building exercises. They are muscle effort and motion resistance. The green shows the motion directly caused by the greatest muscle effort, and the red shows the direction of the most motion resistance. The big muscles of the human body do not apply your hands or feet. They only swing the entire extremity. So to oppose them most efficiently, the resistance forces must try to stop the swing that they cause. Both running and the stride stretcher exercise showed here with body oars, apply mobility muscle effort from the body's largest muscles that only swing the hips. However, the runner's effort is redirected at the knees down to the feet, where the feet become the first part of the body to directly oppose the resisting forces. Then the feet direct them vertically up the leg bones into the skeleton, causing far more joint and vertebrae compression while fighting body weight instead of muscle effort. The vast majority of resistance force is not even moving in the directions that greatly hinder the big muscles, so they move right past them, compressing the vertebrae all the way up to the neck. Notice how virtually all of the resistance to the stride stretcher only tries to stop the big muscles from swinging the hip. It also fully loads the opposing muscles as if the core is running forward and reverse at the same time. Notice that there are no forces pushing up from the feet, so the bones are not being compressed together. This version uses isometric tension to allow massive muscle exertion. The knees must be held motionless, or most of the drag resistance will be released by them. Imagine a boat oar that is flexible in its center. It would not need nearly as much effort to drive it through the water as the same oar that would not bend. The isometric tension happens at the knees, so all the muscles that work the knees are working very hard to hold it motionless. Try this without the isometric tension, and you will have water aerobics. Add the isometrics, and the legs suddenly need about 40 times more muscle exertion to drive them through the water. It is also a stunning exercise for reactivating long-lost atrophy core muscles of people who were once athletes. Because this provides huge core exertion, they instantly start reinflating those long-lost muscles. As long as you remember to make sure the resistance of your exercises hinders mostly the muscles you want to strengthen, you can see many ways to increase the efficiency of every exercise you already do, while massively reducing the wear and tear on your joints and bones. Now that you hopefully understand this new science, let's make you real strong. Open the next lesson, Bodybuilding for Everyone, Part 2, Legs, Feet, and Butt. I'll see you there.